I move acceptance of the Joint Committee's favorable report and passage of the bill.
The question is on acceptance and passage. Will you proceed, sir?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This bill removes the requirement that non-domestic or non-Connecticut domiciled insurers pay a fee for the request for an agent appointment. Connecticut is the only state in the country that requires insurers to pay a fee for the request. And if we do not eliminate this fee, we're subjecting our Connecticut insurers to retaliatory taxes from other states. For those who are not aware, retaliatory taxes are tools states use to protect insurance companies from excessive or discriminatory taxation. Failure to eliminate this tax puts Connecticut insurers at a competitive disadvantage, increases the cost of doing business, and ultimately impacts consumers with higher prices. Please join me in supporting this bill. I move acceptance and passage. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, sir. Will you remark further on the bill? Representative D'Amelio.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also rise in support of this bill. As Representative O'Connor mentioned, Connecticut is the only state in the country to require insurers to pay a fee for the request of an agent appointment, which subjects us to a retaliatory tax, and it's creating an unfair business climate for our insurers. And with that, I urge passage of the bill. And Madam Speaker, I also would like to congratulate Representative O'Connor. This is the first bill that he's brought out as ranking member or chairman of your insurance company, and I'd like to say good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative D'Amelio. I'm sure your kind words are greatly appreciated. Will you remark further on the bill before us? Will you remark further on the bill before us? If not, will staff and guests please come to the well of the House and the machine will be opened.
The House of Representatives is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber. The House is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber.
Have all the members voted? Have all the members voted? Please check the board, make sure your vote is accurately cast.
Knock them up.
Have all the members voted? If so, the machine will be locked and the clerk will take the tally. The clerk will announce the tally.
House Bill 6807, total number voting 137, necessary for passage 69. Those voting yea, 137. Those voting nays are absent, not voting 14.
The bill is passed. Will the clerk please call calendar number 90?
On page 16, calendar 90, substitute for House Bill number 6577, an act concerning patients at the Whiting Forensic Division and hearings for certain criminal defendants placed for treatment pending civil commitment proceedings. Favorable report of the Committee on Public Health.
Representative Michael Lawler from the town of East Haven.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon. Madam Speaker, I move acceptance of the Joint Committee's favorable report and passage of the bill.
The question is on acceptance and passage. Will you proceed, sir?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This bill changes the current statutes in order to solve a problem which I think no one ever intended. It's no matter how you look at it, this would have to be considered a very technical problem, Madam Speaker, and let me try and explain it. Currently, if there are offenders who are prisoners in the Department of Correction, the Department of Correction and the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services have the option of transferring an inmate from the Whiting Correctional Facility to the Department of Corrections if they're just a normal inmate. And obviously that would happen only if there's a security issue for that patient slash offender who's at Whiting. However, Madam Speaker, because of a quirk in the existing law, if that offender commits a new crime, if it commits a new crime while already incarcerated, that power does not exist. In other words, if there was a security concern about a patient at Whiting, they do not have the authority to transfer that patient back to the Department of Corrections because he now has new charges, having already been a prisoner slash patient at Whiting. So I think the common sense explanation, Madam Speaker, is that if there's a patient at Whiting who is in this very rather unique circumstance and it's appropriate to have him or her supervised in the Department of Corrections as opposed to Whiting, this would allow them the discretion that they already have with all the other offenders under their jurisdiction, and I would urge passage of the bill.
The question is on passage. Will you remark further on the bill before us? Will you remark further on the bill before us? If not, will staff and guests please come to the well of the House and the machine will be opened.
The House of Representatives is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber. The House is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber, please.
Have all the members voted? Have all the members voted? Please check the board, make sure your vote is accurately cast. If so, the machine will be locked and the clerk will take the tally. The clerk will announce the tally.
House Bill number 6577, total number voting 137, necessary for passage 69. Those voting yea, 37. Those voting nay, 0. I have not voted for it.
The bill is passed.
We'll proceed to today's consent calendar. Will the clerk please call today's consent calendar, starting with calendar 93.
On page 1, calendar 93, House Bill number 6649, an act concerning the authority of the Commissioner of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Favorable report of the Committee on Public Health.
The distinguished Deputy Majority Leader from East Hartford, Representative Christ. You have the floor, sir.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we're about to take up today's consent calendar, which consists of 7 items. Calendar 93, HB 6649, an act concerning the authority of the Commissioner of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Calendar 135, HB 6795, an act concerning the private occupational student protection account. Calendar number 138, HB 6832, an act concerning the field of membership of a credit union. Calendar number 179, HB 6581, an act confirming and adopting volumes 1 to 13 inclusive of the general statutes revised to 2005. Calendar 181, HB 6863, an act making minor and technical changes to the insurance statutes. Calendar 184, HB 6868, an act concerning filing deadlines for managed care ombudsman reports. Calendar 193, 6618, an act concerning federal requirements for Medicare supplement plans. Mr. Speaker, I move passage of the bills on today's consent calendar.
The question before the House is the passage of the bills on today's consent calendar. The machine will be open. Members and guests, please, staff and guests, please come to the well of the House, and the machine will be open.
The House of Representatives is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber. The House is voting by roll call. Members to the chamber, please.
Have all the members voted and is your vote properly recorded? Please check the board. If all the members have voted, the machine will be locked. Representative Green, for what purpose do you rise?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to vote in the affirmative.
Representative Green in the affirmative.